Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Programming Made Easy by the Gakenye. Today actually I have a great content for you. I want to show you how you can make a HTML file. So guys, let's get into action. So the first thing, for example to make the HTML file, I use an application which is called Sublime Text 3. So as we start, we have to create a new page, that is Control N. Then we save it. Then you can save it. form.html. Guys, remember this. Whenever you are doing anything concerning HTML, the file extension should be .html. Hope it is clear. So from here we start where we write HTML, then it will bring itself like this. So the title of the form, you can call it the Gakenye Programming Made Easy by the Gakenye. So from here, guys, for example, if you want to link a CSS file, you could come just type the word link, and always when you are typing such words like link, title, h1, h2, such words, please always use small letters. It is advisable. So for example, if you want to link a CSS file, just come and type here link, then here where the cursor is, you type the name of the CSS file. But for today I won't be using one, so there's no need for it. So from here I come directly to the body. You can come and say to the body, and then I type h1. I want to have at least two headers, so the first one will be h1. Can type it the Gakenye group of schools, not only the Gakenye High School, college. So from there we also put another header. This time I will put it in terms of being it h form. I will name it h form. Reason for using h1 and h4. For example, I use h1 because the font size is a little bit bigger compared to h4, which is small. So for example, I can type fill in the blank spaces below. For example, for you to show it in the website, first you save, Control S, then you right click, then you say open in browser. This is how it will look. For example, the Gakenye College I have used h1, but this one I've used h4 since the font size is a little bit small. So you go back. So our business today is to make a form. So after typing h form, you're supposed to come and type div. From there you type again form. When you reach here in the form, you're supposed to give some properties. There's a way you want our form to be, so you give it some properties. You can say form ID. Form ID, you can type it as my form. Then we can come to action. We leave it just the way it is. Then we come and say method. In method we say post. So from here From here we can come now, we want to create our own table. The table that will appear for our form, it will be in form of a table. So now we create the table and give it some properties. So it will be table. First we put the border, which will be 1. From there come to cell padding, which we can put it as 5. Then again cell spacing, can put it as 10. Then we can add style, we say border. Then we can say from border we can say how we want it, the border of the form table to be. You can say double. Then from double we can give it the weight, we can say 5 pixels. Then you can give it color, we can say even red. So from here we start immediately on entering the data that we want. First we create our first row, which will be tr, that is table row. Then you want to put the data, so the data will be in form of td, table data. So we come and from there table data we can come and say we type label. Then in label you can say label 4. Then you can say first name. Then you just repeat it again, first name. From here then you can come and do also again table data, but this time it will be in form of input. Input type name, so the type will be text. The type of the, how can you say, the type of data type will be text in short. Then you come and say name will be actually the same name, will be first name. First name, then you come and say again placeholder. You can say enter your name. From there we say required, we add required. Then you press Ctrl save so that you can see how the form will be looking like. Then we restart. Here's how it looks like. First thing, when you come here in the first thing, you can enter the name, you can say even JSON. From there we go back again, we create another column, we just jump it from there. Then we say another table row, tr, then another td. Table data, you can say label, we say label for, you can say second name. From there, from second name also here we just type the same second name. We also type again td, this time will be also input, just the same, the same procedure you have used here in for the first name, it will also be the same for here. So input type, also it will be text, second name, then you say placeholder, enter your second name, then you say required. Control S for save, then you check it again. It has added another column for second name. So guys, from here we want to create the part for which you can say gender. So from gender, the part for gender, we go again, start another tr. The procedure will be the same, but when it comes to input, it will be a little bit different. So guys, be careful. So from here it will be label, gender. So the part for input, it will be a little different. So it will be input. The type will be now from text. Now it will be radio. Then from as you will take the word radio, it will going to have another some few things. For example, you're going to have to include value. Have to include value, which the value will be the value will be what you want the radio to hold for. So for this case, I can say male. Then I can say from there I can also go and say ID, which also be the same as male. Name, it will also be the same as male. No, the name is not supposed to be the name, then it is supposed to be the gender. Then from gender, you also have to come again here. We put an input for label. You say label, then you say label for. Now it will be. Now you can say it will also be male. That is male. Even here it will be also male, and control save. So the work of the radio is that it will bring this small circle where you're supposed to click. Now let's make for the female one. We make for the female one. So let's space it a little bit so that they can be on the same row. Guys, actually instead of just typing, we just highlight the way it is, we copy, then we paste. Come and just change the values. Actually making a HTML file, actually it is very simple. It should not scare you at all. It's very simple. Then we check on the output. Now you see it has brought the male and the female. So now after typing the first name, second name, then you can come to either click either a male or a female. It cannot say you are both. It's either one. So from here we can put address. So for the address, you can come and also say again tr for this case, since you want it to be in another row. So tr, you just put td, table data, it will be for label, now it will be for address, from here we also put another td. It will also be a little bit how do you say, it will also be a little bit, it will also the same way we have done for the radius and the first name and the second name. It will not be the same, it will be a little different, since we'll come and say td, we come and say text area. From here, after typing the text area, we give it some character, some properties. For example, you can come and say id, what we say, id, we say address. You can come and say address. From there, now you specify the rows and the column how you want it. So you can come and say rows, you can say the form. Then from there you can come and say columns. You can just say 50. You can just say 50. From there we can come to also say the title. You can say place for address. Then from there we can say what else can we add? You can also add a placeholder. You can also come and say add a placeholder. Sorry. We can say enter address. Then we can say what? We can say required from there. Then you can control save. We see how it will look like. We see it has given the format. For example, if you look the length and the column of the two, they are not of the you look when you compare the address to second name and first name, you can see the place for address has been big because address can be long compared to the first name, second name. So from there we go to the third place. So from there you can go for the option of a date. I want to make it so that it can bring a small calendar. So we just continue the same, we do the same. So it will be another tr td. I can say label. For dates. So let me show you the work of the label. The work of the label part. The work of the label part is to sorry, I'm not finished. I'm supposed to type here dates. Control save. So this